The Filmmakers Workshop. I'm Adam Loretz, and I am currently relaxing in my workroom. And guess what I'm doing? I'm actually bringing on board the very first video I ever made back in 2000. Okay, everybody, mind blown. 2000. How old were you in 2000? I would have been 26. I would have been 25 when this actually happened. So in 25, I got asked to make a video for a rubber and leather clothing company's big night out. So this is like a huge party where people dress up in rubber, leather, bondage gear, and party all night and have lots of fun. Now, they definitely wanted it different from the year before, where a guy from the BBC came, set his camera up on sticks, and kind of objectified everyone and made them look a bit weird. And as much as the people do kind of look a little bit weird at times, I just thought, well, I'll just be part of the party and I'll go around and I'll just try and stay safe and film it all. So currently I'm running this stuff off because it was all shot on DV tape. Now, DV tapes are great and they last ages, but I fear that beyond the 25 or 6 years that it's been on here, that it's time really to digitize it fully. And then if I ever need access to this stuff, I will have it. Now, the problem lieth in two things. This is really old tech, and if you have a camera like this Canon HV30, now this isn't the camera that I filmed on back in the day. This is a very good quality unit from 2011 or 12, which also has a full-size HDMI port in the back. So this camera, I can actually use it not only to run off these tapes, but I can also use it as a streaming camera. Just connect it via an HDMI lead into the computer and it will run everything off. And it's just a bit of fun, and it's a way for me to play back these tapes. And if I really do want to shoot in standard definition, or boom shakalak, I can record in high definition as well on this camera, because it's an HDV. So basically these tapes can record a 1080 25 high def image. It's interlaced, I think you can kind of turn it progressive slightly. It's fine, it works. And actually the picture quality at 1080 25, perfectly usable for YouTube and mobile devices. You really don't need to go 4K or anything if you're just doing those kind of things. But point being is, I'm actually having to run this off. Now this is an old iMac from about 2015, I think it is. It's still an Intel iMac. It's only got 8 gigs of RAM. So it's not that pokey. It's just good enough to put Final Cut 10.5 on and to run off the footage. Now, the footage is, like I say, in DV, and it requires this DV capture, so via a Firewire cable, which is this little job here, and then it goes around the back, and there's about 3 different, see there, it's going Firewire to Firewire 800, and then into like a USB-C type converter too. And yes, that does not work anymore in Final Cut Pro 11.2. In 11.2, unfortunately, they just went, you know what? Nah, we're not supporting it anymore. If you connect the camera, it will not see it. So genuinely, I've needed to rob my daughter, who doesn't use this computer because she's got an iPad now. But I've nicked this old iMac from her. I'm using that to digitize all of my tapes. And just one little tip, if you are doing this, that I have figured out as I've been going through it, that is, you can't, if you just turn on the import window and click capture, press play, you won't get the, you won't get the audio coming through. You have to press play, open the window, that pauses the tape, press play again on the tape, you will hear, put the headphones on, make sure you've got the audio so that it's coming through into the iMac and back out to your headphones. And then you will truly be ready. Click import and it will be capturing the clips and cutting them up every time you've pressed stop on the camera and making brand new clips. So yes, that's really where I'm at the moment, just capturing this very first project for the Visible Agency, they were called, from 2000. Liz Lewitt gave me the gig, and this was their special night out at the Beer Keller in Bristol, and it was a really breathtaking night out. I've no idea what you're about to see. Oh, this is the woman with the colourful bra type thing. This is before LEDs. So yeah, she's got some pretty darn big shoes on. She's about to do a special dance with her light up bra. That's all I can say. This is before we had LEDs as well. So she had some crazy like power pack sort of thing connected to her. Yeah, that's quite eye-opening. Anyway, yes, the things you had to do to get a job back when you start out. Ultimately, I didn't end up doing lots of S&M clothing company stuff. I've actually ended up going on to work for people like Marks and Spencer's. So I've literally come full circle from S&M to M&S. So yeah, how about that for going full circle? So that's it for this one. Just a short one about DV capture and the fun times had just trying to make stuff happen. And I think it's important, you know, if you've got a bunch of DV cassettes, just get them digitized. We're at a point now where it's just cheap, you know, the storage and stuff. When I started, here's a thing. When I started back in 1999, I bought a 17 gig hard drive, an external ultra wide SCSI 2 hard drive, and it cost £750 for 17 gigabytes of space. Now, each one of these DV cassettes takes up, I recall, about 13 gigabytes of space. So you couldn't just run off a bunch of tapes. I've run off about 10 tapes. I think not all of them being completely full, and I've only managed to add up about 100 gig. But it's nothing. It's really, to have your stuff archived, it really doesn't cost a lot. And sometimes there's some client work. Yeah, this isn't really like the be all and end all for me, but I've got stuff, family stuff, which genuinely I feel emotional and actually find it very touching. A lot of this stuff, from 20 years ago, 25 years ago, which now means more to me than it ever did. And I think there is still a real need to have the ability to capture footage from DV tapes. Everything that's beyond 2007, I was working with, SD cards and physical media like that. So everything's already on hard drives. But these tapes have been annoying me for some time because, there's all stuff on here, and it would be nice to be able to access it and to, be able to reference at least where I've come from in my journey into my third decade of video production. Yeah, all right, well, that's it for this one. I hope you've all enjoyed this little moment. Oh, look, there's guys dancing here. Look, check it out. So they're like a bunch of cowboys. There was all backless chaps. Oh my god, there you go. And it was at that point he realized he wasn't meant to be there at the party. Yeah. Right, that's it for this one. Enough fun and games with my old footage from the very first job that I ever filmed. And yes, so that's it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Enjoy yourselves and enjoy your filmmaking. And I will be back with some proper videos very soon in the new year, 2026. So enjoy your Christmas. Bye.